Okay, we're back, YouTube. Now we're in the performance section of these comparison videos. And what I'm going to do is use, if you guys have seen the previous video, I'm going to use Draggy to test the 0 to 60 times that our cars can do. Now, right now my car is tuned and it's putting down too much power for what the wheels have traction for. So I think this test is actually going to be very similar. But I have Draggy, I have it set up, we're ready to go. What we're going to do is put our cars in Sport Plus and we're just going to jam it. I'm not going to use the advantage of launch control because I'm not sure, I think your car has it, doesn't it?
Launch control.
I think it does have launch control, but we're just going to jam it in a real world comparison and see exactly what we can do here. So I'm going to let you guys watch as that now is up there. Now. So that went okay. I did feel some traction control intervention kicking in. Oh man, that was a slow one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna lose this one. That was a 5.3 0 to 60 run. I'm gonna give it one more try.
Probably should find a better road.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it one more time on this road up here going down and see if we can get a slightly better time than that, because I'll be honest, that one stunk. So we'll try it one more time on this road right here and we'll see if we can't get it a little bit lower. If not, hey, he wins this test.
All the tires. It's all about tires.
It's about tires. He's got those Michelin Pilot Super Sports. I mean, I'm tempted to give him the win just because of that. Nonetheless, we're gonna try this one more time. All right, I'm just gonna hit the gas this time. I'm in sport mode. Thank goodness we're in Mexico, right?
Exactly.
Thank goodness we're in Mexico. Yeah, same story. 5.2. Without launch control, I think that's as low as I'm gonna get.
Launch control really hooked up.
When launch control hooks, dude, I think that's when you get below 5, 4.6, 4.7, something like that. Hey, that's how the cookie crumbles.
I think it's just too cold.
Yeah, let's see.
I mean, it's in the 40s, but
It's 40. My car is registering 47 degrees right now, but
it's been pretty cold the past couple days.
it has been pretty cold the past few days. I think I'm gonna try one more run going down this way. If I can get launch control to work, then we'll do it. If not, then I'll just do a normal pass and then we'll go jump in his car and see what we can do. If you want to know real world testing, an M2 without using launch control, just hitting the gas, it's gonna do like around 5 seconds. 5.1, 5.2, something around that. So that is your real world testing for you. I'm gonna pull up to this gate and try one last one. Oh, it's not gonna work. Okay, we're just gonna have to do one more normal one here, or maybe a little burnout of one.
Sure.
Hey, this car can do great burnouts.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Alright, we're gonna go jump in his car now, and
If you want to buy a car just for burnouts,
M2's your car.
keep with the Condis.
With the Continental tires, nonetheless. Alright guys, let's see what his car can do. Well, hello again, YouTube. Here we are doing the 0 to 60 challenge in both of our cars, and we just got done doing it in my M2, and I'll be honest, it was rough. Traction issues. We'd used launch control once and we got a killer run, but a truck pulled out right in front of us, so we had to stop midway through the 0 to 60 run there. I honestly, if I was a betting man, I might put my money on this car because its tires, I think, are far more superior to the Continentals that I have. And we've kind of drag raced before at one point, and I couldn't get traction until like 40, 50, and that's when I caught him. And so if I were a betting man, I'd say this might have the legs on me for the 0 to 60 purely to traction. In the last video we said it, but we'll mention it again, it's about 46 degrees out right now, and so that's definitely going to play into the hands of this car. But without further ado, let's do this.
Let's see.
I've got Draggy.
Plus? There you go.
Sport Plus. I've got Draggy set and ready to go. I'm just going to pull over here, and just like I did in my car, I'm just going to jab the gas, okay?
About the same.
Oh, really? 5.88. Huh.
A little slower.
So a little slower on the first run, a little slower. I will make a little video when we get back to my place showing the concrete data, but for now it's about 0.5 slower.
Which, I mean, that's about what they say.
That's like about what they say. That's true. And this is real world testing in slightly colder conditions, if you will.
In the stock car.
Completely stock car. My car, yes, it's an M2 intake, tune, exhaust. It's had some going over, if you will. And I drove my car a little, maybe my tires are even a little warmer. We're going to give it one more run coming down this, and we're going to find out, once again, if there is...
We did have a little bit of traction issues.
It was bugging out a little bit at the top. So we're gonna give this one more run, but I will tell you what, a lot more discreet, right?
Oh, for sure.
I mean, we knew we were going fast, but I don't think anyone around us was too suspicious.
It's not nearly as loud.
At least loud-wise. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna reset and try it one more time. Ready?
Yep.
Say 5.53. So now you're within what? 0.3? 0.3. We're gonna do one more and we're gonna be going back the other way. Do you want to try launch control?
Yeah, let's do it.
And go. That just did a... I think that was worse. I didn't even realize it was spinning them out. Holy cow.
Spinning the tire.
I didn't even know that they were spinning.
Yeah.
That is too funny. Well, that was not as fast.
No.
I think launch control was enabled, wasn't it though?
Yeah, it was going.
Was it just burning out, or
it might have just been doing a burnout? We would have had to been outside the car
to know.
To know.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. These tires are warm, and we did 4 runs, if I'm honest, in my car, so maybe we just put it back in Sport Plus mode, and we'll do one more run where I did my last one. These tires are sufficiently warm now, and these are the Michelin Pilot Super Sport, so this is going to be the real test here to see if it is faster, because...
Or get down to those M2 times.
Exactly, and I think, in all honesty, I think there's a good shot it will. So, let's come up here. I'm going, oh my gosh, you can see the huge tire marks of my car. Okay, we're gonna do this one last time, guys. It has been completely reset, and we're just gonna hit the gas. Oh my gosh, that really got it. No tire chirp at all that time.
Not at all.
Nothing, no traction control problems, nothing. Guys, I think that was a fast run for his car, I'm gonna be honest. Oh my gosh!
What was that one?
5.24.
So that's about the same as...
That is almost identical. Mine was 5.22,
yeah.
Which, there you have it. I mean, every single time I went to do mine, every single time I had a traction problem going from first to second. This car at 47 degrees, whatever the temperature is
After
right now,
3 runs.
after 3 runs, there wasn't a single problem with traction control, and that thing just took off, dude. It was butter smooth the whole way, and it pulled the exact same non-launch control run basically as my M2. So
I still think that launch control from your car would have been faster.
Oh yeah, it would have been, that would have been well into the fours, but there you have it. I think that's what this car can do, honestly, because that was a good launch. I think obviously with launch control it would be faster.
In
However,
stock form, that's
in stock
probably,
form,
at this temperature,
at a street light, if you're just going to do some hoonigan drive racing, or racing, or whatever you want to call it, driving, I think that's about as good of a launch as this car is going to do right now. Hey YouTube, we're back. I thought I would make a quick little video at the end here, just kind of reviewing some of the numbers, and these are going to be posted here in just 1 second now. I'm going to review the 0 to 60 performance of the M235 first, because that was the big shocker, right? The 0 to 60 was 5.24 seconds, within 3/100ths of a second of the M2. Now, initially the car did a 5.88, and that was on kind of, you know, not cold but not warm tires. It got down to a 5.5, 3, something like that, with a little bit warmer tires, with no skidding. And then after a huge burnout, very warm Michelin Pilot Super Sports were able to return an amazing 5.24. That's incredible. Now we're going to move to my run, and we see that the biggest interesting thing here, at least for the M2, is one, it was really consistent. My slowest time with cold tires was 5.33. My fastest time with cold tires was 5.21. And the reason being is I have traction issues at 40-degree weather no matter how warm or cold my tires are. The fact of the matter is the car has 500 foot-pounds of torque, and no matter what temperature, it's going to have a hard time launching. The other thing that's weird here is how the M2 makes that time back up, even with crazy surges, because you can see it's the orange line that's in the video. With the surges of traction intervention that keep the line going up and down and whatnot, it still returned to 5.21, which I think is pretty respectable given the traction issues. The bizarre thing is this: my 0 to 10 was 0.94. That's 1/10 slower than his M235i. And that's not because I had traction issues from 0 to 10. That's because for some reason in my Sport Plus, when I jam the throttle, it's like, wait, are you sure? Are you sure? Boom, gone. My 0 to 10, I actually tried this today. It's faster in comfort mode, which I'm not really sure how that works, but that's how the M2 does its transmission. The 0 to 30, when I was having traction issues, was more than a 1/10 behind the M235i. It was almost a 1/10 and a half behind him. The bizarre thing is I more than made that up on the 50 to 60 run. That's when my car finally had traction. That's when it finally blitzed ahead and got the faster run here. What I also like to point out is that this car did it in, let's see, to be exact, 12 feet sooner than his car. For having a 3/100ths of a second faster 0 to 60 time, but finishing the total distance in 12 feet sooner is kind of bizarre if you think about it. That means that when I did have traction, I was moving. I was really making up the difference. So I think in a 70-degree weather challenge, I think this might go very different. And we'll do that. We're going to do another performance test here pretty soon. And I think we know what would happen if we did a 60 to 120 run based on the info that we have here with Draggy. So as far as initial thoughts and final thoughts go, if you buy this car and you meet an M2, if you buy an M2 and you meet an M235 at the light, unless you guys are racing to 80 miles an hour, it's not going to be a blowout, I'll tell you that much, especially if he's got better tires than you. So that's some fun information. I thank you guys for watching this video. Once again, please hit that like button and subscribe. The next video is really pretty cool. That's when we dive into where should your money go. So be sure to watch that and let me know if you're liking these videos, because I want to make you guys happy. I, of course, am having a fun time making these videos, but when you guys like and subscribe, it makes me know that I should be making more of these videos. So just let me know there, and hope you guys have a really great day. Thanks.